Hey, it's Domain Dave from cheapwinefinder.com. Feeling in a spring mood today? So what do we have here? We got a wine to talk about. It's the Los Vascos Colchagua Valley, Chile Rosé 2020. Got invited to a Zoom tasting because you can't do anything in person, though it's starting to change. I just did one in person, where the winemaker and they sent me bottles. They sent me this wine, and they talked about the wine, and so I got to hear it from the not the horse's mouth, the winemaker's mouth. So we got a cool little rosé here, and this is one of Baron Rothschild, Domaines Barons de Rothschild, Lafite's wines. They've owned this estate, a 5,000-acre estate in Chile in the Colchagua Valley since '88. One thing interesting is that the grapes for this rosé were grown to be rosé grapes, and they were actually where they were planted. A little cooler, a little hotter, cooler at first, hotter later on, and they were actually harvested 20 days earlier than the rest of the estate. And that's kind of interesting. I mean, because these grapes are made to be rosé. I'm going to take a sip. It's made with direct press. I put a link in the website to explain what direct press or Sangui, I think that's Sangui, and direct press, and it kind of explains what that is. And it's kind of interesting. Sometimes grapes are crushed, some of it goes to rosé, some of it's then made into red wine. This is made to be rosé from the get-go. Colchagua Valley is about 25 miles from the Pacific Ocean, up in the foothills of the coastal mountains. The Andes are to the east, above where the pests are, above where pollution is. A good place. Only problem that they don't have water there. They have to irrigate, but you know, I don't know the difference when I drink wine if it's been irrigated or rainfall. So it's not the big deal, though when you sit through a wine presentation, they talk about that a lot. And there's been kind of a glut of rosés on the market in the last few years. They're everywhere. Every brand, every winery makes a rosé. And I started to think of them as being interchangeable because they all kind of were alike in some way. Until I had this one. I mean, maybe because I haven't had a rosé wine. I mean, I just checked my archives, and most of my rosés that I've had in the last 6 months were sparkling rosés, a different category. And this one's got some body to it. It's still a light, summer refreshing wine, but it's got some white, some weight to it, some heft. The flavors are interesting. The flavors are mild, but they have some individuality to them. It's not just this light, fluffy wine. I'm gonna take another sip. I think this is my third or fourth sip. Like some places, how many stars is it? How many sips do I take? I think that's the rating I'm gonna give it. And there I go. So it's a tasty rosé. It's got some good flavor to it. It's well made. It's got good acidity. The flavors unfold, but it's always light and delicious. So that's my first wine of the spring. A good rosé from Chile, made in the French style by one of the best makers in France, Rothschild Lafite. And that's it. We're going to start doing party wines, outside wines, wines coming up. So let's have some fun. And again, this is Domain Dave from cheapwinefinder.com. keep it cheap, stay safe, and I'll be talking to you next couple days or so. So over and out. Bye-bye.